Welcome back to the program. I'm joined now by Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you as always.
I know, it's been a while. So
I think since the tornadoes the last time we were kind of
on
together.
set together,
yeah.
But I think I see you around plenty. You know, I live in Little Rock, so
and you are my constituent.
That's right. So if you could, I got a pothole in my cul-de-sac. Can you fix that?
311. Send me that address. It'll be filled today.
All right. We did last talk right after the tornadoes that struck Little Rock that did so much devastation. Kind of give me just a quick overview of where we are in the recovery efforts right now.
Well, first and foremost, continue to share appreciation to the men and women of Little Rock Police Department, Fire Department, our Public Works Department, and our entire city team who've been working tirelessly to ensure that we move from emergency response to recovery and now rebuilding efforts. And so we've seen all, if not as much, of all the debris to be cleared away. There's still some small pockets here and there, and we get that issue taken care of when we are aware of it. But we've probably spent close to $5 to $10 million as it relates to debris removal. And so part of that FEMA process as it relates to the financing standpoint. Secondly, as you know, we issued a number of dollars that we received from donations, and so we've given a number of dollars to organizations who were there first at the helm to help us in those early days and early hours of the tornado. And then secondly, through a partnership with United Way, we're now doing direct assistance for those who were impacted, those residents that were impacted on a case-by-case basis. And so there's a website on our littlerock.gov to share more information there.
Okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate all that you've done on that front there too. It's been a devastating event for this city. All right, you are advocating for a 10-year 1-cent sales tax. It will sunset at the end of 10 years, raise about $600 million. It will do a variety of things, which we will go through. A previous effort to pass a sales tax failed a couple years ago. If you need a reminder on that.
I didn't, but it's okay.
Why is this going to be different?
Well, you know, Henry Ford says that failure gives you the opportunity to rethink more intelligently. And so what you have that's going on right now is a proposed sales tax that we are taking to the people to be considered. Again, there's no definite timeline. We would love to take it before the people in November of this year, but as you know, the state legislature have changed how you do special election guidelines and timelines, and so if we choose not to take it before the people in November, it will either be March of 24 or November of 24. But right now we have this concept of what we call 4 pillars or 4 Ps, focused on public safety, parks and quality of life, the Little Rock Port Authority, as well as public infrastructure. And so based on those 4 Ps, we have a number of different line items of what we want to do to focus on public safety, from investing more into our real-time crime center, having more police and fire vehicles, ensuring that we are investing into our community policing and mental health units that we have within Little Rock Police Department.
And addressing homelessness.
And addressing homelessness.
Yeah.
As you know, we just recently announced a micro-homeless village in Little Rock. We're really excited. We utilize American Rescue Plan Act dollars to fund that construction, but we know we need to do more. Yeah. And we consider homelessness is also a part of public safety. Then secondly, a lot of the talk is about this youth sports complex, both indoor and outdoor. The plan is to look at doing it at War Memorial Park.
Right.
That's not written in stone, but we do have a study that's been commissioned back in 21, as well as a revision of that study that's going on right now with the Little Rock Convention Visitors Bureau. And so what they're saying is War Memorial is the best area when you really think about our residents that will be a part of, as well as the tourists to bring people to the center of the city.
Yeah. What else would be part of the War Memorial Park renovation besides just a youth sports complex?
Sure, and I'm glad you shared that, because you have the youth sports complex, which is both indoor and outdoor, which will be the indoor facility somewhere around 120,000.
Basketball,
volleyball, pickleball.
Yeah.
Outdoor would be softball, baseball, soccer, things of that nature. The other components to it is what we continue to invest in on quality and life in place are bike trails, walking trails, kind of creating both a active and a passive park at War Memorial Park. And truly make it our central park.
Yeah. Economic development, the port is part of one component of this. The port's running out of space. They need more land. That's not a bad problem.
That's not a bad problem.
But there is another place that's being developed as well for some of the, like where Dollar General is going, some of that. That may not be in Little Rock, but that may be North Little Rock.
It's in North Little Rock. It's our
But you're
brother
okay
and
with it.
sister
All
city.
right,
We're
okay.
okay with it. We're Central Arkansas region, so we're excited. We're applaud what's going on there.
Where does downtown redevelopment, which has been a big topic of conversation, where does that fall into this plan?
It couldn't be a better time to be the mayor of Little Rock with all the great work that's happened with what I call public-private partnerships. I want to give a shout out to Attorney General Tim Griffin making a move to the Boyle Building, which has been for decades a donut in downtown Little Rock. He's closing that donut, about $30 million project in the Boyle Building. Excited about that. The Arkansas Symphony Orchestra is now building a Stella Boyle Smith Music Center in the East Village area. We already know what Merritt Dake and others are doing with Lyons College, locating a veterinary and a dental school right there, which is going to really help us stop exporting our dentists and our veterinarians to other cities and bring them back home. We're excited about that. The Clinton Library is now doing a $100 million expansion for Secretary Hillary Clinton, and we already know that the Clinton Library has had a $3 billion economic impact since 2004, just like the ports had close to a $3 billion impact over the last 15 years. And so you have almost close to $250 million of activity. And oh, by the way, 30 Crossing will be complete by 2025. Okay. All of that's happening in downtown Little Rock.
So it is a good time to be mayor. I got about 60 seconds left. This will put Little Rock as about the 7th highest local combined tax rate in the state when you add state taxes in on all of that. Is that going to be too much of a burden to put on citizens?
Well, right now, the city of Little Rock is one of the lowest sales tax cities in the state of Arkansas, as 1.125%. Right. And so when you add everything together, you go to the grocery store, you spend $100, you're going to spend about $109. We're at 8.625%. If we put a penny, it'll be 9.625%. And we'll still be below many cities here in the state of Arkansas. And so to remain competitive, as you know, or may have heard, the city of Little Rock was just acknowledged by Forbes magazine to be a top 10 city for our young professionals. And so we got to do things for our young professionals as well as for our wiser brothers and sisters, and to keep everyone together. And the great nexus between that is quality of place amenities.
Am I a wiser brother or sister?
No, not at all. You're Generation X.
I appreciate it. All right. He is Mayor Frank Scott, City of Little Rock. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Always good to visit.
Appreciate you.
All right. We're back with more right after this.